Hey everybody, my name is Jeremiah Craig and I got another jeans and boots video for you today. I'm trying out the Wrangler Retro Slim Fit Boot Cut Jeans with 8 different kinds of cowboy boots featuring 8 different toe shapes so you can see if these jeans are right for you. Let's get into it. I'm just here to connect ya, and then I'll be on my way. Hey everybody, my name is Jeremiah Craig. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here and you like the type of content that features cowboy boots and jeans, please consider subscribing because this is regular content for this channel. Thank you so much for your views. Today, I'm covering another pair of Wrangler Retro jeans. Now, Wrangler Retro is very popular among you guys, and I've covered the skinny jeans in the past, and I've also covered the Wrangler Retro Slim Fit. The skinny jeans are discontinued now, which is kind of a shame because they were kind of cool, but the slim fit ones are still available, and so are these slim fit boot cut jeans, and I've seen lots of requests from you guys to do a video on this one, so let's get into it, and we start with the rundown. Alright, this is the Wrangler Retro Slim Fit Boot Cut Jeans, and this is the Clanton color. The material here is a 99% cotton and 1% spandex or elastane. And it's a decent denim weight coming in at 12.5 ounces. It's low rise at the waist. It also is slim fit through the leg, and it has an 18-inch leg opening, hence the boot cut. It also features a zip closure. These Wrangler Retro Slim Fit Boot Cut Jeans are made in Bangladesh, and they're coming in at $69.99 at Wrangler.com. Now let's try on these boots with these jeans. The size that I got was a 32-34. Well, it ended up being way too short and small and just uncomfortable. I did the whole video trying it out with those 32-34 jeans, and I just decided to scrap it and reorder them. So I got a 32-36 here, and it's much better, much more comfortable. I like where it's landing on this boot. So let's start out with this Ariat roper here, which has a roper round toe, a 1.25 inch heel, and it comes up 10 inches tall. So you can see here that I really like how it's landing on this boot. It's much shorter than I thought it was going to be, which I'm kind of running into recently with Wrangler. It's just inconsistent sizing from what they had been maybe a year or two ago. So this is what I would expect from a 32-34. In fact, with their Wrangler Texas rooted bootcut jeans, it's pretty much exactly the same as this. So I'm wondering what is the issue there with some of the sizing, but this here, I really like how it's looking, and I like the color of this too. Let's try this jean with a U-toe boot now. All right, here we have a U-toe. This is a Hondo 2670 with a 2-inch heel, and it comes up 14 inches tall. And again here, I like where it's landing on the boot. Sometimes when you go a stackable size with a boot cut jean, which is what this ended up being, a 32-36, the cuffs, the bottom will roll over the heel. And that's not happening here. So you're able to show off a really cool heel, and maybe it's kind of poking out a little bit, kind of rolling over the edge, but you're still able to show off a really cool heel, and it looks great. I like the fit around the quads here and the waist. It's a nice fit there. I just think that it's a bit shorter than some of the other Wranglers of the past. Now let's try this jean with an R-toe boot. All right, here's an R-toe, or an oval toe is what JW Boot Company calls this. This is a JW Boot Company signature line Ithaca boot with a 1.5 inch heel, and it comes up about 12 inches tall. Love the silhouette of this boot. That heel looks great. And this is an example of when I was trying it with the 32-34 jean, it just came up too high. And I don't know about you guys, but when jeans aren't long enough, it just is uncomfortable, right? It's an uncomfortable feeling when you're standing around. Some people can do it, and I know many of you out there think that, you know, maybe them being just a little bit shorter and not as long looks good, but it's just not comfortable for me. It doesn't feel good. So I like them a little bit longer, and this is a nice length, I feel like, and it'll also allow it to shrink up in the wash a little bit, which those other ones had no chance at all. It's a nice feeling denim. It's got some good stretch to it, but not too much. So I'm looking forward to wearing these around a lot now that I finally have the right size. Now let's try this with a J-toe. All right, here's our J-toe example. This is a BNV boot. It's got a 1 3/4 inch heel. It comes up about 13 inches tall. It's got my brand right there in the top. And these boots go with damn near every jeans that I've ever tried it with. And it looks great with this color. The boot cut kind of goes over the boot a little bit more than what I would like. I really like to show these boots off. But still, it's a good look, and I feel like you could do this every single day if you wanted to. Now let's try it with a snip toe. All right, here we have a snip toe example. This is the Heritage Flores boot, 1 1/2 inch heel, and it comes up about 12 to 13 inches tall. Lots of material here with this lacing along the side seam and lacing around the pull tabs. Lots of extra leather. And you can see that this boot cut is covering up that material very well, and it being very fitting up towards the top of the leg as well. So it's doing a good job fitting right, feeling good, and showing off the boots enough, but not also bucketing or showing the boots too much through the jeans, which is a nice combination. So I like the Wrangler Retro look here. I like the Wrangler Retro Slim Straight that I've tried before. It's just the sizing seems a little bit inconsistent just across Wrangler altogether these days. And I'm not really sure what to do about it. It just makes ordering online a little bit more difficult when you thought that you knew your size from previous jeans. Now let's try this with a French toe. All right, here's our French toe example. This is a Boulet 8502 Cayman belly boot with a 1 1/2 inch heel, and it comes up about 12 inches tall. And this is the problem that I am always afraid about by getting boot cuts that are stackable, right? Is that the jeans go over the heels like this. And a lot of people are fine with it. I like to show off the boot, show off the heels a little bit more. So, this is not my favorite combination of all of the boots that I've tried, but it still works pretty well, and it will probably work just fine after these jeans go through the dryer. Now let's try it with a narrow square toe. All right, here we have a narrow square toe example. This is the Chisos number 2. It's got a 1 1/2 inch heel, and it comes up about 11 inches tall, a little bit wider of a top from some of the other ones that we've been checking out, but the boot cut does just fine by covering up that wider, shorter top. A lot of times you'll run into bucketing issues when you try to stack, but this is doing a great job on these Chisos boots, and I feel like this is just a great all-around jean to wear. It's very comfortable, it looks great, works with all of these boots, if you can find the right size for you. So you might have to go just a little bit longer than what you expect. Now let's finish this off by trying it with a wide square toe boot. All right, here we have a wide square toe with a double stitched welt example. This is an Ariat Dagger boot. It's got about a 1 1/4 inch heel, and that's got that shock shield pillow in there, and it comes up about 10 to 11 inches tall. This is another example like the Chisos that's just a little bit shorter with a little bit wider of a top that many jeans just can't handle, and they end up sagging into the tops and giving it a bucket effect. But I'm not really seeing that with these. You can kind of see it, showing through the jeans a little bit more than some of these other boots, but it's really not enough to make that big of a difference. This is a good look, and for a slim boot cut, I'm really surprised that this is going so well with all of these different kinds of boots, just as long as you can get your correct size. After trying out these jeans with all those boots, I had the chance to put them to work this weekend by helping my buddy take care of some trees out in the woods. chopping them up and everything, and they were very comfortable to work in. Then I ran them through the washer and the dryer to see how they shrunk up, and they definitely shrunk up a little bit in length and also around the waist and the thighs. As you can see here, previously, before running through the washer and the dryer, the jeans went over the heel on those boulets, and now they're sitting right at that perfect spot. I love to see it. They are a little bit more tight around the waist and the thighs now, but that's okay. They should stretch out a little bit while wearing them throughout the day. Overall, I think this is a great option for those of you out there with boots of different toe shapes, if you like to collect different kinds of boots. And even if you just have one toe shape, say the R toe, it works great with that. So it's just a good all-around versatile jean that's comfortable to work in or just go to casual events in. That's what I think. I'm a huge fan of the Wrangler Retro. It's just the sizing is just a little bit awkward for me right now throughout all of Wrangler's stuff. It's just very inconsistent, and it makes me kind of frustrated at times when I'm trying to get the right jeans in to do these videos. But when I did find the right size, I thoroughly enjoyed them. Do you have these Wrangler Retro bootcut jeans? Let me know down in the comments, including your thoughts. And what do you think these jeans look best with these boots? Let me know that as well. Thank you so much for watching today. Love you guys so much, and I will see you next time. Peace.
Now those new fandangled retro Wranglers are comfortable and fit nice. They're so well suited if you choose to go booted, as long as you get the sizing right. Thank you so much for watching today. Why don't you check out this other Wrangler retro video up here, or I got a music video down here I think you might enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe up here, and I will see you next time. Peace. Have a good one.